Hey everyone, it's the Ioniq guy. Today we have some new TSBs from Hyundai that should address some of the issues we've had with the original battery conditioning update. So for those who aren't familiar, battery conditioning came to 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5 all-wheel drives in the US in December of 2022. And you'd had to go to the dealer, get the T9Q service campaign update to your car, and then you'll magically have battery conditioning. There were some caveats with that. This update affected eco mode in a pretty significant way, seeing 0 to 40 times go from 4 seconds to over 7 seconds, which is almost double. So today, Hyundai released several TSBs to address this issue, and we'll go over them in today's video, and I'll tell you which one you need to get done. So if you want to know more, stay tuned. So before we start, I just created a Facebook page called none other than the Ioniq guy, and that is going to be a new place for you guys to interact with me, for me to share news and information directly from Hyundai to you, because it seems like the more time goes on, the more information I get directly from Hyundai, and I want to make sure you guys get that and get it accurately. If you're on Facebook, I would really appreciate it if you go there and follow the page. There'll be all sorts of Hyundai news. You guys can communicate with me, share photos, message me directly on Facebook, which is much easier than YouTube because YouTube doesn't really have a direct messaging system besides comments. So yeah, a new place for all of us to hang out. I hope to see some of you familiar faces there, and we'll talk more there. So over there, I will post links to both of these service bulletins that you'll be able to download and bring to your dealer with you to get either an issue resolved or get the battery conditioning update to begin with. So here is the first one. This is 23-EV-002H. And with this technical service bulletin, this is the one that if you already have battery conditioning installed on your car, be it a 2022, a mid-model year 2022 being around the May or June and forward timeframe that had battery conditioning from the factory, or even a 2023 Ioniq 5. And the reason for this technical service bulletin is to change the programming for eco mode. So like I said earlier, us early owners of 2022s had an eco mode that would do 0 to 40 in just about 4.5 seconds. After the battery conditioning update and 2022 and 2023 models from the factory, they all had an eco mode that was castrated compared to that. It would see 0 to 40 times of upwards of 7.5 seconds. So this TSB should address that. Eco mode should go back to the way that it was in 2022 when they first went on sale here in the US. If you're perfectly happy with the way eco mode works in your car and you're fine with 0 to 40 in 7 seconds, don't bother going and getting this update. You don't need it. This update isn't for people who have no frame of reference to what eco mode used to be and what it is today. So if you're fine with your slow eco mode, that's great. You probably have better efficiency. But for those of us who had eco mode a certain way and expected it to remain that way after the battery conditioning update, then go ahead and get this update installed at your dealer. So this update is a ECU engine control unit update for the Ioniq 5. And like I said, it's good for 2022 through 2023 model years. So if you're in that boat, go ahead and get this installed. So here we have 23-01-017H. And just to read right off the top, this bulletin revises 22-01-094H to a later version of VCU update of GDS event 935 to improve eco mode driving performance. The VCU update also includes additional continuous improvements listed on the last page. So this is where things get a little interesting. This update is for those of you with 2022 Ioniq 5 all-wheel drives that don't have battery conditioning already. If you have not gotten the update since it was released in December, this is the one you're going to want to get. This is more or less just an updated version of that original December update. So this TSB simply walks the technician through all the steps required to do it, and it just has updated software versus the December. So what is interesting with this latest version of the battery conditioning TSB that wasn't in the December version, there's a list of continuous improvements that are also included in this update. The first one is battery conditioning being added, obviously. The second one is electronic parking brake auto engagement when shift into park / auto disengagement shift out of park while pressing brake pedal. So the car will now, as it stands, automatically take the electronic parking brake off when you shift from park into drive, but it doesn't re-engage it when you go back into park. So maybe that's what this update addresses. Next line is distance to empty strategy. That could be a change to the algorithm that decides how much range it projects. So it could be interesting to see how that's affected. Snow road surface performance. Don't know. Snow mode already works pretty well for me, but maybe they found a way to improve it a little bit more. This one I find very interesting. Air conditioning performance during AC slow charging. So something that happens when you plug into a level 2 charger, your air conditioning doesn't work, the heat doesn't work. So maybe this changes that. When you're preconditioning the battery to go out on a road trip, you can't simultaneously condition the interior climate. So that could be great. Hope this is really what it's actually going to do. So could be a big feature change. Next line, enhance iPedal mode operation. Don't really know what that means. I drive an iPedal pretty much exclusively, and I'm happy with the way it works. So it'll be interesting to see what changes there. And last but not least, enhanced charging sequence. I don't really know what that means. I asked Hyundai directly for comment on all of these, and they said that this is what Korea gave them. They didn't really know exactly what was being pushed through these. I really wish there was more transparency when it came to things like this. Like there could be a little blurb here that says exactly what they changed, but they don't, and I guess that's just the nature of Hyundai. Now, for those of you who have had the battery conditioning update installed at your dealership, yet when you go into EV settings, you still see winter mode, this is a separate issue. Hyundai knows about it. I created a Google form for you to go to, input some of your information, including your VIN number, and I am giving that to Hyundai so that they can see how many people this is affecting. So between January 25th and January 30th, a version of this latest TSB went out to dealerships to begin installing. There was an issue with it. It wasn't found before they pushed the update to the dealerships. So unfortunately, a select number of you have this issue where winter mode still shows even after the dealers said that they did everything to install it properly. So there is a fix. Fill out the form below. I will email you directly with what you need to show your dealer in order to get this issue remedied. Again, there's a link in the description and it will be on the Facebook page as well. I just wanted to get this information out to you. Again, check out my Facebook page, The Ioniq Guy, linked in the description. I'll have all the links to the technical service bulletins, to the Google form, where we can get the resolution for the winter mode battery conditioning issue remedied. So yeah, lots of news for you guys today. So for those of you who haven't had the battery conditioning update done yet, why don't you check out this video here. There's going to be a lot of information in here about exactly how to use the system. And there's a lot to know, so be sure to check that out. But if you guys liked today's video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.